Yes, folks,
Woo.
it is that time of the year. Whoa. Can you hear that? That was
I can't
weird.
hear that.
It goes to a commercial. Apparently, I had YouTube open. We are at that time of the year. We've been hearing rumors, a couple things, but it really feels like this sphere thing is moving forward. 8 days, right? In April, that's what we're hearing.
Double the last run.
Yep. 4 and 4, the 9th through the 12th, the 16th through the 19th.
Let me ask you, Kevin, right off the top. No repeats?
No repeat. Well, I think they'd have to.
I think so
they
too.
would have to.
That's why I was saying that. I think they would have to and reuse the graphics or redo some of the things, right? Not have
Right.
unless there's a way to figure out how to do them. I mean, who knows the way the technology advances year to year too with that place. Maybe there's ways to do them live eventually, but it takes so long to render. I don't know if you could do it live. So I don't know. We'll see what they figure out. But yeah, those rumors are intensifying and getting a little bit more solidified, you could say.
Also hear that they are at the barn this week filming intros and outros for this.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I have not checked anybody's flight schedules. Saw if Mike got on a plane. Well, Mike didn't have to get on a plane. The barn's in Vermont. Trey's the one who'd have to get on a plane or a train.
Right.
There are some alternate things people have been mentioning. Nashville and New Orleans for those dates, but I just don't see them. If they're going to play New Orleans in April, they're going to play the last weekend. They're not going to play the weekend before the last weekend.
If they did that, I would have to go down to New Orleans because that second weekend's always my birthday weekend, and I would have to see Phish at Jazz Fest no matter what. Like that would be a bucket list moment for me for sure. Which would be to me personally better than the Sphere since I've already done the Sphere, and like I'd rather see them in New Orleans personally. Go down and hang out with Lowe, go do some New Orleans jazzy festy things, but that would be awesome. I like that.
What are things that come at 8s?
8s.
Or do they do 2 4s? Do they do a week 1 theme and a week 2 theme?
Yeah.
Or do they not do a theme and just do 8 shows that have... I feel like if they're going to do this, they have to do the theme thing again. And I would hope that they would choose something that was an 8s.
I would think there'd probably be a theme around it because it's easier to do that, right? To theme the graphics and theme everything around something as opposed to just 8 shows. But again, that comes with them putting in the bag of these are the 64 songs or these are the 120 songs we have to choose from for that. You know what I mean? Like, how do you even narrow that down and know what you're going to...
The poster has to have an octopus on it if it's 8 shows. And each one of the legs has a date on it.
Well, you know, the last one was that like jellyfish thing with the tentacles hanging down over the sphere thing. So I don't know. They might have to move away from the ocean theme this time.
Right.
But I think regardless, we can mark in our calendars Phish in April at some point.
If you're going to do that. Yeah. I mean, everything that with 8 that I can think of are like legs on a spider or something, but how do you make that into a theme? I mean, last time they did the elements or whatever it was,
right?
Some pseudo thing of the elephants there.
Right. Something loosely based around the elements.
Right. So.
Well, what would be cool, Kev, is if they did those, the 2 weekends at the Sphere in the beginning, mid of April, and then did New Orleans after that. Right. Like then just kind of put a mini, not a tour, but a mini style sort of thing around that. Cause when would Jazz Fest would be the 24th, 25th weekend, and then the 1st and the 2nd next year weekend. So if they did the Sphere 3rd and 4th weekend or 10th and 11th and 17th and 18th weekend, then you still have a week off or whatever, or a week to play and then get down there. I don't know. But yeah, it would be really cool. I think a really cool.
That would be fun.
Be really fun. Yeah.
Crayons. There's 8 crayons in a standard box. Each night could be a color.
There you go. There you go. Each night
Red
people
has Mercury. We already know what they're playing on red.
right?
Vermilion's the name of a color. There's also, let's throw this out there for everyone else, things that we're hearing. Next summer, I've heard Deer Creek at the end of June that they're going to do Boulder again for 4th of July weekend, which means Dick's will not happen again. What are your thoughts on that? You all should leave a comment about that, because I know people were one of two sides with the Boulder thing. Either it was great, it sucked because there was no place to hang out, and it was great still, or no, you never do that again. You go back to Dick's where we can be complete degenerates.
I hate the idea of playing Boulder again. I know people that live up there that want them to come back, and it's so easy, and the infrastructure, I guess you could say, is a little bit better for it, like as far as things to do around it and walking to the show and post show and stuff like that. So I get that, but it's just such a massive, what's up, J.O. Day? It's just a massive, massive venue. And it's just weird to see them in the stadium. Like,
Trey liked it. I think Trey had a good time because it was different. I think Trey's a restless soul. He wants to play new places and,
yeah, in different venues in different ways. I mean, since you broke the tradition of Labor Day, I guess, what's another one not doing it, but God, It's just, it leaves such a gap there. And plus,
if they don't do it again, right? If they don't do it again next year, I don't think it'll ever happen again. I think it'll be something that they did for an 11, 12-year run, whatever it was.
And I feel like, though, I don't know. It's just, it's sad. Like, 4th of July weekend is High Sierra weekend anyway. So, like,
hopefully we'll be doing High Sierra with Wook Plus live.
I know. See, look at Bungle, man. I know that's the place to go. That's where we should be.
Sorry, man.
Kev just wanted to do this one quickly over here.
Yeah. Sorry, Bungle. Thank you.
Well, the camping didn't happen because of for two reasons. One was the plague year when the prairie dogs got the plague, and
right,
and it never came back. And yes, they built up. I mean, the whole area around Dixie used to just be
nothing.
That national park, and then nothing. But now there's friggin' high schools and an entire city built around the complex. So it's become almost like Fiddlers. Kev, where like Fiddlers is put in the middle of the DTC. This is starting to become like that. I think the best solution, if that's the problem, is don't go back to Dick's. That's fine. Play Boulder a couple years and wait till they build the new women's soccer stadium that they're building and start playing there, because that place will be sweet and super new, and that's smaller, than like having to play the giant venue. What's up, SC? So yeah, no one believed the plague. Okay, dude, don't go conspiracy. It actually was real. Like, it still is real.
If the COVID don't get you, the prairie
dogs will. That's right. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
All right, a couple other things. St. Louis. I'll just throw these out real quick.
Yeah,
people are saying Nashville. People are saying Maine's going to pop back up in Bethel. Nobody is saying MPP, which they should be saying. And there's one other thing we've heard: Denver Halloween. If they do the Sphere, it makes sense that the Halloween won't be in Vegas, because if you're playing in Vegas, you're playing the Sphere now. You're no longer playing MGM. So Denver would be the perfect place for it. Maybe that's a new thing: Halloween in Denver instead of at Dick's.
Right. That would be fun. I mean, a new location for Halloween would be fun. Vegas was always a blast, but God, after that last year at the MGM, please don't ever go back there. Please don't ever go back there.
You could see the COVID just sweating out of the walls.
Dripping off the walls. I mean, dude, that was just chaos. Everything about that was chaos. It was so bad. It was bad.
It was
awful. Right. And yes, I hear you on that, but it's not an app. It's just a website. So go there. And it's not just us, though. They got a lot of like Andy Frasco's podcasts over there, Maggie Rose, lots of good concerts that they stream over there.
Anders
So
Osborne has a channel over there. Mark
Yeah.
Broussard, North
Yeah.
Mississippi All Stars, bunch of bars. Nectar used to stream every show from there
Yeah.
on volume.
Yeah.
So it's a good spot. It's a good spot. We're
It
just
is a
trying
good
to build
spot.
it up over there because it is free of Google and YouTube and all that. It is something that, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'm from Denver, bro. All my friends are back there, and I know people at the parks and stuff, and there definitely was a plague. So
Right.
you can say what you want about it, but yeah, that's fine. Another fest. I don't think we're getting another fest. I think we've seen the last fest. So yeah.
If they do, they need to bring it back to
Thanks,
Indo,
SC.
like you said.
Woo!
All right.
We're lucky to have you guys. That's all I can say.
We are lucky to have you. We'll have Liv will be not tonight. It's happening 9:00. I will be in the chat hanging out with everybody, but T and I are going to record it early because we have other things to do tonight. But we did not want to not do Liv, and we're also we're going to have something about Taper's Choice. If we can get someone from the band on, we'll talk to them tomorrow for a little bit. If not, we will T and I, because a lot dropped with them today, and maybe get Llama to come on and talk about it.
Maybe, dude. I'm there. I am there. Thanks, Bungle. We would fucking love that, man. Love it. Love it.
It would be hot. It would be
awesome. We got more things coming out there. We got. I don't know if you guys saw, but we're gonna do a little drop on the Taper's Choice stuff that got announced today. Big Taper's Choice news in the news right now. Big winter coming from them, which is exciting. So tune in for that.
Andy Logan. Look for our interview with Grateful Guitars. Andy Logan coming out. And with that, we will see you sooner than later. Oh, and this weekend, look for the you can go check it out right now on volume. We did a Wook Club last night, 10/31/91, Grateful Dead, and had Brian Anderson, who wrote Loud and Clear, the book about the Wall of Sound, on with us. So
yes, check it out. He's so much fun. And man, talking about that show was great. What a great show that was. Even if you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend throwing it on and checking it out. Oh, so good. So good. Anyway, thanks guys. This was fun. Let us know what you think about the Phish Rumors. Are you in for the Sphere this year? Would you catch one of those 8 shows when they're,
or are you doing all 8 or all just a weekend? You doing a 4?
How much would that cost to do all 8, including a hotel room, food, gambling, and Sphere tickets?
$1,600 minimum for the tickets. I'm sure it'll be like $200 a piece for the tickets.
At least,
tickets. And to stay there and to have to stay the extra days, you're probably $7,000-8,000.
And like what's his name said at Live Nation, there's still room. There's still room to raise prices. We're not even charging enough yet for concerts.
Well, that'll be Access, right?
Unreal. Yes, Sphere, Christopher. I'd love to go back. I highly recommend it. Like if you can afford it, it is a musical experience like no other. So, and to see Phish there is spectacular.
Yeah, I would need to do one night and that's it. I'd be good.
Yeah, I mean that's really all you need, honestly. Like you don't need to do it every night unless you're really.
I don't want to be.
You can afford it. I mean, if you can afford it, if you have the disposable income, do it. But if you can save and do one night, you're good with one night. Right. I mean, you get the experience and the feeling and what it's all about. So yeah.
Yep. There it is. All right. You going to give me the all clear?
You are clear. See you guys.
We'll see you tonight at 9 Eastern.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.